Still on the global front, Nigeria's authorities are planning to launch the country's new air carrier in 2022 after preparations to get a new national carrier began 17 years ago when the old one was shut down. The new carrier, Air Nigeria, is expected to be bankrolled and administered by the private sector, while the state plans to contribute only 5% in the project. Despite the high expectations ahead of commencement of the operation, not everyone is convinced about the new transport initiative. Details in this report.
The plan to get a new national carrier for Nigeria after the old one closed shop in 2003 has been in the works for close to 5 years now. But after several postponements of the launch date, the man who is overseeing the entire project says 2022 is the new date.
It is our intention to have the national carrier running in 2021, which is this year. Unfortunately, due to COVID, which took the greater part of last year, since March last year, activities are almost impossible. This in itself, though negatively affected civil aviation, in terms of establishment of the national carrier, it makes it much better time to establish the carrier than before. Of course, for obvious reasons, we now have access to the equipment, that they will come faster to us. Deliveries of the aircraft will be faster. Perhaps even the rates might be cheaper.
Unlike its predecessor, Nigerian Airways, the new national carrier, Nigeria Air as it's been called, is expected to be mainly private sector financed and managed. The government says it only plans to hold a 5% stake in the project. The private investors are expected to raise around $250 million to start the airline, while the government provides the financial guarantees for the project.
Nigeria is the best candidate to have an airline. 200 million mobile people that travel sometimes almost for nothing. Sitting within the West African sub-region, 400 million people. Contiguous with Central Africa, 600 million people, twice the population of the US, equal to the population of the entire continental Europe. At the center of Africa, Nigeria, equal distance from all location, rising middle class, propensity to fly is high. Nigeria is the best candidate for a very robust carrier. Thank you.
As exciting as the prospect might seem, there are still skepticism over the project. Up till this moment, no private sector investor has been officially named for the airline.
What I've been seeing from the beginning of 2019 is like we are trying to set up a government carrier. If we are setting up a national carrier, we don't need all this preparation on the government side. There's too much preparation on the government side that is disturbing the thinking, the cooperation they need from the private sector. So if your own contribution is just going to be 5%, what about the people to put in the 90%? Those are the people who want to know.
The government is indeed yet to clearly spell out the details of both the financials and management of the new national carrier. And that is what has got so many aviation experts here doubting if indeed the government was not planning to put in far more than the 5% stake it is projecting. The aviation minister says the issue will be further discussed at future cabinet meetings. Perhaps maybe then things will become clearer.